All right, back in the Pratt Pack gym. It is cold, so how did I warm up earlier today? With some chicken soup from Eaton Park, the place for smiles. Now, speaking of smiles, when I was a kid, the great way that we knew we were going to have a wonderful holiday, and the word that said it all, layaway. Earlier this week from the great United States Postal Service, Kmart getting you ready for 'tis the season. I love the brand, love what they do. And yes, for those of us who grew up back in the 60s, we remember this word well, right? And they're still making it a big part of holidays today. Layaway. They make a happy holiday possible. Kmart. Love, love, love Kmart. And thanks to the United States Postal Service for dropping that off. Now, college football, Hale Pitt. Darren Hall rushed for 111 yards and a touchdown. Quadri Henderson returned to punt for a score. Pitt's defense kept Virginia in check as Pitt gets a 31-14 win. Ben DiNucci, 134 yards and a 19-yard touchdown pass to Jester Weah. And Pitt improves to 4-5 overall and now 2-3 in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Panthers are off until Thursday, November 9th when they host North Carolina at 7:30 at Heinz Field. So congratulations to the University of Pittsburgh Panthers. J.T. Barrett hit Marcus Baugh with a 16-yard pass for a score with 1:48 left. Number 6 Ohio State defeated number 2 Penn State at Columbus 39-38. The Buckeyes rallied from an 11-point deficit in the final 5 minutes and handed the Nittany Lions their first loss of the season. Mason Rudolph threw for 3 touchdowns as number 11 Oklahoma State rolled past number 22 West Virginia 50-39. Number 24 Memphis over Tulane 56-26. Number 8 Miami stays unbeaten following a 24-19 win over North Carolina. Malik Rozier, 3 touchdowns and a career-high 356 yards in that victory. Number 5 Ohio State forced 3 turnovers and remains undefeated. It was a 24-10 final over Illinois. Cal Kemp threw for 202 yards and 2 scores as number 25 Iowa State defeated number 4 TCU by a score of 14-7. Clayton Thorson threw for 22-yard strike to Flynn Nagel in the third overtime. Northwestern, big win, beat Michigan State 39-31. Number 12 Washington over UCLA 44-23. Miles Gaskin, 169 yards rushing in the win. Number 3 Georgia, how about them Bulldogs over Florida 42-7. Julian Love returned his second interception of the season for a score, and Josh Adams ran for 202 yards. Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, roll on. They beat North Carolina State 35-14. And Houston upset number 17 South Florida 28-24. And tonight, number 15 Washington State takes on Arizona. And then the late game has number 21 USC taking on Arizona State. Halftime, number 13 Virginia Tech leading Duke 17-13. Second quarter early, number 7 Clemson over Georgia Tech 14-3. In the second quarter, number 10 Oklahoma leading Texas Tech 20-14. Evgeny Malcolm had a power play goal in the first with assists from Chris Letang and Phil Kessel. Pens are tied with Minnesota at home at the PPG Paints Arena at 1. World Series Game 3, top of the third, Dodgers and Astros are scoreless. Of course, the Astros lead that best-of-7 Fall Classic right now by 2-1 margin. And Coons Market's Black and Gold Sunday show with everything you need to know about these stories and more, including a preview of the Steelers at Detroit tomorrow night. That starts at 11. And sports on all these stories as well. We've got you covered beginning at 5:15 in every half hour until 7:45 on Rob Pratt Sunday. So until then, have a great night. Stay warm from your Pratt Pack. Good night.